It's on.
All right, shalom, shalom. All right, where the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh Shai, and the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. So we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, HaKadosh.
All right, double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. All right, salutations, much love and respect to you brothers out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity, and to you few sincere sisters that listen and learn. All right, so let's go ahead and get Second Thessalonians, the second chapter. Okay, because we're in the time of this man being revealed. That's right. All right. Okay, go bring it out.
This is the book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 7.
Right.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let.
What is it?
Until he be taken out of the way.
Right, the mystery of iniquity doth already work means what? The wicked is already ruling right now. Okay? Speaking of those Romans, right? Because when you look at Rome, Romans were Edomites. Those so-called white Romans, those were Edomites. Okay? Because you had a lot of people in Rome. You had so-called black people that were in Rome. You had all kind of people that was in Rome. Okay? It was a melting pot. Go ahead.
And then shall that wicked be revealed,
Yeah.
whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Right, and the wicked is speaking about the Edomites. And it's being consumed now through us, through the prophecies, man. Okay? And through our work, through the words that we've been out here week in and week out, pushing this out for years. And we had our apostles and elders pushing it out for decades. Now you got celebrities speaking about it. Right? This is not a coincidence. Get me out the truth that has been so long without fruit. Okay? Yeah.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 6 and 5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth. And thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth.
Because when we speak these things, they come to pass. Okay? Because these things are written. The Lord put the Spirit on us to speak these things, and these things are happening. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out, to pull down, and to destroy.
Right, we're not doing that physically. We're doing it with these words. Okay, this is the biggest threat to this Edomite system is the truth.
That's right.
That's why they're going so hard on Kyrie Irving and Kanye. Because when you start exposing the truth, it's like, yo, no, we gotta, because this whole thing is built on lies. All right, their whole system is built upon lies. When people find the truth, that's when they start to look at them funny. It's like, nah, F them. Well, get me that Job. Get me
It's the book of Job, chapter 24 and verse 17. For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death.
Right. Read that again.
Job 24:17. For the morning is to them even as the shadow of death.
What does the morning represent? It represents the light, the truth. Okay? That's to these Edomites, especially these elites. That's like the shadow of death to them. To us, that's the light. That's a beautiful thing. But to them, it's off. It's not right. Okay? To expose the truth. Go ahead.
If one know them, they are in the terrors of the shadow of death.
Right. If they know them, if they figure them out, now they're a target. Okay? For what? For scrutiny, for people rising up against them. All right? Go ahead.
This is Second Ezra 6 and verse 27.
Okay.
For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Right, the gospel which has been so long, the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. Now the truth is becoming more common, man. It's becoming more known around the earth. Okay, there was a time when the people didn't know about those secret societies and things like that. All right, they didn't understand anything about that, but now that's common knowledge. Okay, there was a time when these people didn't know that we were the Israelites. That was like a new thing, but now it's going to the mainstream, man. And the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites. Right now it's starting with Judah. That's why they're pushing that black thing so hard. But soon they're going to start realizing the so-called Latinos and Native Americans are also of the tribes. See, Esau doesn't want that. See, that's too much. When that starts to come out, that's like when it's over. It's going to be real overwhelming for him, because now you have so much groups of people that's so much of the Israelites, I should say, coming together in one accord. That's a major threat to Esau, man. That's why they keep pushing this black people. We keep telling them we're not black. There's no such thing as black people. It doesn't exist. We are the Israelites, okay?
Right.
No, you had something that I asked for 4 points.
Yeah, this is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Right, this gospel has to be preached. This truth, this 100% truth, okay, has to be preached. All right, not the half truth, not the so-called Christian truth, the full truth, man, of the Bible, man. Okay? And one of the main things in the Bible is that we are those people in the Bible. We are the Israelites. We are the sons of God, man. Okay? That has to be exposed to the earth. Give me Hosea 1 and 10. That has to be exposed to the earth. Okay? See? The fact that these people are Edomites and who all the nations are, that has to be brought out, man. Okay? How the son of the Heavenly Father is a so-called black man.
That's right.
All right? And that the Israelites are people of color, man. They started with the head tribe Judah, the so-called, what they call the so-called African Americans, and the dispersion around the earth. All right? You see, these things have to be exposed. That's known as the milk of the scripture. Those are the easy things to be understood. Those are the simple things, man. Okay? Then we could get to the complicated things. Then we could get to the things that are more meaty. Right? So like there's more than that?
This is the book of Luke 12 and 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed.
That's right.
Neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light.
Right.
And that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops.
Right, so everything that we've been saying amongst each other in the camp and things like that, these things are going to be proven to be the truth.
That's right.
That's
Okay?
right. That's right.
See, even now it's being proven to be the truth. But now it's it's on a smaller level because they don't got the full truth. They know that the so-called Negroes are Israelites. That's becoming, but they ain't bringing the so-called Latinos here. They ain't bringing the so-called Native Americans. They didn't find out who the Edomites are yet.
That's right.
Okay, because even within that documentary, there's a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, Japhet.
Okay, that guy's a lot of, and showing you these guys like Captain Desire, these guys don't have the truth. The Holy Spirit is not working with these guys. Okay, these other camps that are not pushing the full gospel. Because there was a guy who asked him, called on the live while he was with that guy who made the documentary, Ronald Dalton or whatever, right? Who made the documentary, right? He said, he called and said, oh, what about the 12 tribe breakdown? The such and such, what about that? And he said, oh, we're not talking about that, bro. That's all topic, bro. That's all topic. See, these guys ain't right, man. These guys ain't right, okay? We gotta push the full truth, the 100% truth, the unleavened, what is it called? The unleavened bread of sincerity, something like that.
First John 2 and 20. But ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because they know it, and that no lie is of the truth.
No lie, oh, that's the spirit. No lies of the truth. Okay, no lies of the truth, man. Okay, if you got something that's full of, get me a little leaven. You got something that has all this truth in it, but then you got a piece of lie in there that messes up the whole thing. It defiles the whole thing. Because it even says how if something that is unclean touches something that's clean, it becomes unclean. Right.
Galatians 5 verse 9, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump.
Right. It's more than that? Okay, a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You have another one here? Okay, go ahead.
1 John 2 and 22. Who is a liar? But he that denieth Yahweh Shai is Hamashiach. He is the Antichrist. He is Antichrist that denieth the Father and the Son. Whoever denieth the Son, the same hath not the Father, but he that acknowledges the Son hath the Father also.
That's it. All right. So ultimately, but that's one aspect. I'll show you there's many antichrists around the earth right now.
That's right.
Okay. All these elites are all these rulers, they're all antichrists. All these celebrities, they're all antichrists. All these people, for the most part, except those that are the elect, are the antichrists.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay. It just means anti-anointed. But the point is this: that if you have a full, 100%, you might know everything in the scripture, but then you deny that Yahushua came in the flesh. You don't have the truth. Right?
That's right.
Okay, you don't deny that he comes from the tribe of Judah. You don't have the truth, and everything else you could bet you can bet your last dollar that there's other things in their doctrine that's off. Every camp that you see that got one thing that's off, and guess what? There's a bunch of other things behind it. Say anything else on that? Good? Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right, and they're not speaking according to the word. Oh, it's not the time to deal with the word. That's not the topic. What do you mean it's not the topic? That should be the main topic. Because you got all these people coming to the fact that they're Israelites and they're learning misinformation. You should be guiding the sheep the right way. You should be being careful of where the sheep is being guided to. If you're a true shepherd, man. Unless you're a hireling. If you're a hireling, you really don't care what the sheep end up.
Daniel 12:4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased, man. Okay, knowledge is being increased in the earth right now, man. Okay? Knowledge is being increased. People are starting to learn more about things that we've been speaking about, starting with our elders and apostles, man.
That's right.
Okay? And it's not going to be hidden. That's right. Right? Everything is going to be manifested, man. No matter what Esau tries to do, it's going to come right back up, man.
That's right.
Right? Like a beach ball in the water, man. That's right. Okay? What?
Isaiah 41 and verse 17, when the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongue filleth for thirst, I, the Lord, will hear them. I, the power of Israel, will not
Who's the poor
forsake
and needy?
them.
Our people, the Israelites.
Right.
Okay, that's known as the nation of the poor and needy. Right? But then you got the nation of the wicked, which are these Edomites. No, and then you got the sons of men. Okay, go ahead.
I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of
What
water.
does that represent? That represents this truth, man. Okay? The firmament, show this handiwork, man. Okay, give me that day and night utterance speech. Listen, this thing is flooding the airwaves now. That's why they have a term called flooding the airwaves. Because this is actual water coming through the airwaves, man. That living water, man. Give me what Yahushua said to that woman that well too. But you gotta finish that up. That's all good. Go ahead.
I will open rivers in high places and fountains in the midst of the valleys.
Yep.
I will make the wilderness a
Now,
pool.
what is a valley? A valley is a low land. This is a low place too. Okay, all these places are low places, man.
That's right.
All right, America's the lowest of all valleys, but all these people follow after their way. They follow their lead, so they're all low valleys as well.
That's right.
Okay, and that's why Amalek. What does his name mean? The dweller of the valley, man. And that's who runs the earth. The Amalekites, man. Okay, which are of the Edomites. Go ahead.
I will make the wilderness a pool of water,
Yep.
and the dry land springs of water.
Right, meaning what? The knowledge, the truth, right? The knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's being propagated through the whole earth.
That's right.
Pushed through the whole earth. Man.
That's right.
And there's nothing they can do to stop it, man.
Rich.
Esau's gonna try to do everything he can to stop this word. Even now, it's getting out of control. It's getting out of control, man.
That's right.
All right, it's getting completely out of control, man. Because now you got people, that whole anti-shield, it's not even working now. They pull that out, it's like the C-19 thing. Now, that's bullets. They eat every time something happens, they gotta pull out that shield. Okay? So that's not working now either, man. All right? And now with these listen, you already know people are gonna be on when they start bringing up the false events. Us is double 7. Live. All right, you already know. Okay, people are going to be pulling it up, man. There's going to be a lot of these Edomites pulling it up, man. What?
Isaiah 11 and 9. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my mountain, my holy mountain, where the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord,
That's
as
right.
the waters covers the sea.
Listen, man. This is the only thing that's going to stand the test of time. Even a brother posted a funny meme, right? But it's exactly the sentiment right now. He said, while Kyrie and Ye is talking about where the Israelites, the Kemet people are mad, and they posted a picture of the guy from Belly. Remember when he was going to tell them to strip, he was sitting on the couch. They posted a picture of him. All right, that was hilarious, but that's fact. They're mad, bro. Sonarius was going live before. He's going live more than us.
ये
Talking
मेल
about
कोड है
Israelites.
जहाँ घुसेगा वो भी
Joe was an Edomite. Try to disprove it. It's not working. All right? It's not, all you're doing is bringing more people to the truth. All right? Because this is the truth, man. That's
right.
All right? See, Sarnetta, the Lord's got something for him too. He has something special for him and the Shaka Utmost. And he cut his lot, by the way. Now he's getting tired of the lot. I don't know. He got to cut it off. After all these years. Well, that's a sign that Egyptology nonsense is going down too. So, lock it. You got something? Well, bring it on out.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 4, and verse 13. Yahushua answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
That's it. Which water? This same water we're giving to our people right now. Right? That everlasting water, man. The springs of water that gives everlasting life, rather. Okay? And it is everlasting because it constantly flows. It never stops flowing. You're constantly learning this truth, man.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, get me John 7.
It's the book.
Finish that off first. All right.
It says, But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
That's it. That's it. And this is what we're giving to the people. And Jake is rejecting it. You know, a lot of these Israelites are rejecting it. But guess what? You have to remember there is going to be a great, even greater abundance of people coming into this truth. Because that's also prophesied, man. They're not just going to be, remember, even in the time of Acts, there was, 5,000 and 3,000. There was no internet. So how much more with internet? And there's more spirits in the earth. Okay? Everyone's not of the 144,000, but you best believe there's going to be millions of people that's going to have to make it.
That's right. A multitude. Yeah.
Right? There's got to be millions. That's right. All right?
That's right.
Not saying it's going to be 10, 20 million. I'm just saying there's got to be in the millions. If the 144,000 is going to be the ruling class, well, where's the rest of the nation?
That's right.
Right? You need women and children. You need, you know what I mean? You need other men that might not be of that stock, but of regular Israelites, right?
That's right. That's right.
Listen, man, the deliverance is going to be great. So it means the knowledge has to go forth on a high level, man. Right. Okay? Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7 and verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude,
right.
which no man could number,
That's right.
of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues,
Right.
stood before the...
And hold on, now those nations, kindreds, and tongues are what? Are those even nations? No. Those are Israelites that were amongst these nations.
That's right.
That look like these nations, that might speak these nations' language.
That's right.
Okay? That's what it's speaking about, man. Matter of fact, since you got that, brother, get Isaiah 11:11. Boy, read that again.
Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number,
Right.
of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
Remember, there's people in the Philippines right now calling on Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Right? That's the same image we got. Okay? Or should we call it, right? They're going off, but guess what? There's certain brothers out that's following the true doctrine that's over. Okay? And even them, they might wake up anyway to the full truth. So, guess what? There's Israelites going to be looking like everything out there. Everything out there under the sun. And you can't are too emotional to accept that. Okay? Go on. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day
Right.
that the Lord shall set his hand again,
Yeah.
the second time,
Yeah.
to recover the remnant of his people,
Uh-huh.
which shall be left from Assyria,
Hold on, it's the remnant of his people, but they're left in all these different nations. Assyria, go ahead.
and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
Right. So, Lucky, go ahead, read that again. Read that last part of that.
Which shall be left from Assyria,
Right?
and from Egypt,
Uh-huh.
and from Pathros,
Right.
and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar,
Right.
and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
That's it. All right, so Israel is scattered all around these people, man. I know a whole bunch of Israelites that look like other nations. Okay, a whole bunch. Okay, I know a bunch of Sri Lankans that are Israelites. Okay, a bunch of Filipinos that are Israelites. A bunch of different people, man.
Right.
Okay, Irish people. I know a bunch of Irish people that are Israelites. Okay, that I grew up with. Man. Italian. Oh yeah, hell yeah, a lot of them.
Italian, yeah. Sicilian, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations,
Yeah.
and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel,
Yeah.
and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
So it's the dispersed. Judah's all over, man.
That's right.
Then why do you think Judah has the biggest land? Judah's all over. Judah's all over the place. Okay? Go ahead. Oh, that was it on the Salaki. No, actually, no, keep going.
Verse 13, the envy also of Ephraim
Right.
shall depart,
Yep.
and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
Right, so these other nations that are adversaries to our people, they're going to be taken out, man. Go ahead.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah,
Right.
and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
When you read another version, it says Judah shall not be hostile towards Ephraim. Okay, which they are hostile, man.
Yeah.
They're very hostile towards Ephraim and the other land tribe. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. All right. You gotta watch the interactions on the internet and different. And you see how Judah, you ain't first of all, you ain't this, I'm black, right? But the Latin tribe is coming, they're coming cordial, right? But they're still kind of hostile towards you. Well, that's those curses. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 14, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines
Yeah.
towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them.
So that great multitude we're seeing is not speaking about the other nations. It's speaking about Israelites that look like those other nations. Simple. All right? You're going to have an abundance of people coming looking like all things, man. Remember, you guys just have to remember how much people came up and said, yo, I want to be a part of this, and what can I do, and give me your number, and all this extra stuff, man. Okay? We had a few Edomites come up. Edomites. Ishmaelites that look like Ishmael. I'm talking about they look like these nations. Okay? Remember him, he used to have the kufi. He hasn't been wearing the kufi since. Okay?
This is Hosea chapter 8 and verse 8. Israel is swallowed up.
Right.
Now shall they be among the Gentiles,
Yes.
as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Right, now that they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Okay, meaning what? That you look down upon amongst all these other nations. That goes back to the prophecy, man. Okay? But the Lord is going to exalt us above all these other nations. All right? See? What did I ask for before? Yeah, read that.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, and verse 4. And they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other tongues,
Yep.
as the Spirit gave them utterance.
Yep.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven.
Right, that is what the great multitude is about. No other nation is going to be delivered. It's going to
That's
be
right.
Israelites that look like these other nations.
That's right.
Okay? That speak their language, all right? But they're not going to be other nations. Okay? It's not based upon how you look. Get me Samuel's, brother.
Because
Get me
what
Samuel's.
you're saying, the angels knows,
Yeah, okay.
you know?
That's it. Well, that's the parable of the tears and the weeks.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you might confuse men. You can't confuse the angels. The angels know who's the Israelites.
That's right.
Right? You got it? Bring that out
This
real
is
quick.
1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse 7. But the Lord Yahweh said unto Samuel,
Yep.
look not on his countenance,
Right.
or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth.
Right, the Heavenly Father doesn't look like how we see. Watch out, brother. Watch out, brother. The Lord doesn't look how man see it. Okay? He doesn't look at people how you look at people.
right.
Okay? Which we're spiritual, so we look different too.
Yeah.
Okay? But these average people. Okay? Go ahead.
For man looketh on the outward appearance,
Right.
but the Lord Yahweh looketh on the heart.
Right. Perfect. He looking at the heart, looking at the spirit of a person.
That's right.
Okay? And there's a lot of Israelites that's looking. Hey, most of these Israelites are looking with a carnal perspective. He has to come and he has to look like no, John Shaft. You gotta look like Kobe Bryant. You gotta look like what's that? No, famous Bad Bunny. You gotta look like those type of. You gotta look like a typical so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. No, it's not always gonna be like that.
That's right.
There's gonna be a lot of people that look like other nations
That's right.
that's gonna come into this that are actual Israelites, man, that have the flavor of an Israelite. Okay, and guess what? You can't copy Israelite flavor. All these nations are trying to copy Jake flavor. It's just something that's off about it, man.
Yeah.
You can get close, but it's just something that's a bit off. All right. Especially when they got some, some type of advantage over other nation, other people around them on a higher level, a much higher level. You gotta look at them and say, okay, well that could be a Jake now, all right? This is the. Oh no, go ahead.
John 7:24, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Righteous judgment, right? He said the spiritual man judges all things, but you gotta judge it in the spirit. Okay?
2 Ezra 2:34, and therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd, he will give you everlasting rest.
That's not speaking about actual heathen. That's speaking about Israelites that are in the heathen state of mind, that are following after Moses. That were following after Moses. Right?
For he is nigh at hand.
Yeah.
That shall come in the end of the world.
Yeah.
Verse.
Right. Now hold on. Who's supposed to be ruling at the end of the world? The Edomites.
That's right.
So we know that these people are the Edomites that are in rulership. It's not that hard to understand. Okay? Matter of fact, give me 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs.
13 for the 10 tribes that God is coming. Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen on that.
Listen on that? Beautiful. You got something? Yeah. Okay, no, so go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra 6 and verse 7.
Yeah.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, and when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right.
For Esau is the end of the world,
right,
and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
At the end of the day, the Edomites will be ruling at the end. That's right. Okay? And Jacob will be ruling next through Yahushua. That's it. And this is why they don't want us. They don't want them to come to us. They want them to go to Ronald Dalton and put it for the Jew. Right. Okay? Because he don't have the full knowledge. Because if we come and break it down to full weight, first of all, that makes all the sense in the world. Secondly, it exposes them even more. Okay? Because they're not Japhet. These Edomites you see, the so-called white people you see, these are not Japhet. The Japhet didn't look like that. Japhet was a dark-skinned people. Okay? Look at the Etruscans. Go look at them relics of the Etruscans. Those are super dark-skinned people, man. Okay? Those are the people you would call like the Minoans, all right? The Aborigines of Australia. Those are descendants from the Japhets. Right? Polynesians, the Hawaiians. I'm talking about the Aborigines. Okay? So you got something else?
Pertaining to how Yahushua is going to come to his
Esau? Yep. Go ahead.
Isaiah 63:1. Who is this that coming from Edom with thy garment from Barzra?
So he's coming to the Edomites. He's coming to make war against these Edomites.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
The scripture says that you come to fight against the enemy that was too strong for me. Roughly paraphrasing, because these Edomites got the power. Okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
That is glorious in his apparel.
All right, brother. All right, brother. All right, brother. All right, brother. All right.
Shalom.
Bless him. Right? Bless him. All right. Well, it's the woman that gave the mic. Right? That was all that she had. You gotta respect that. Man. Go ahead.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Okay.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save, man. Who's that? Yahushua. Yahushua, he's the one who said, I'm not going to come meet you as a man. That's right.
That's right.
So what? So that could fulfill the prophecy where it says, no, watch out, brother. He has to get in his car. Right? Meaning no man shall meet me, man. No man shall save me. in Deuteronomy the 20th chapter. Right? Go ahead.
Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called faithful and true, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Right. In righteousness he does judge and make war. He's coming to judge the Edomites and make war against the Edomites and these other nations. Keep going on that. Keep going on that.
His eyes were as a flame of fire,
Right.
and on his head were many crowns.
Yeah.
And he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself.
He had a name written that no man knew, but he himself. Right? Okay? He had a name written that no man knew, but he himself. He's coming back to come and redeem his name in the earth. Right? Because what? No one is as a high a rank as Yahweh Shai. That's why no man knew that rank, because no one could get on that rank. That's a rank is unattainable. All right? Go ahead. No, you're an Israelite, brother. Let's come back to the word for the century of religion. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, and he was
Deliver our people, I should say, instead of something. Go ahead.
and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
Yep.
And his name is called the Word of Yahweh.
Right. That's it. That's Yahweh Shai. Okay, he's coming to make one. Did you say many crowns on his head?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay, beautiful. All right, go ahead. That's because he's coming to take down these people. Go ahead.
It's the book Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Right.
Because when I called, ye did not answer.
Yep.
When I spake, ye did not hear.
Right.
But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai.
No, I said 65, so I meant 66. Okay.
Yeah, okay, come. The book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Right, the chariots is speaking about what? When the people call so-called UFOs, man. There's so many chariot sites, so much UFO sightings now, they gotta just report it and say it's true. Okay, those are the vehicles of the Most High. Those are our vehicles. Okay? The chariots of Israel, man. Go ahead.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind,
Yep.
to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Yes, sir.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
He's coming with that fire, man. He's coming with that sword. Okay, we're talking about the spiritual sword, spiritual weapon to destroy these people physically. Okay? Go ahead.
And this-
jump in.
There's a little more here pertaining to this.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Revelation 19 and 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine
So hold
linen.
on, the white horse, they all riding on horses? No. All right, it's chariots. Okay, because they make it shape look like a horse shirt. Okay, but at the end of the day, they're chariots. They're not actual horses. Go ahead.
Clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword.
That represents the purity, the white and clean. That represents the purity. Go ahead.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword.
Yep.
That with it he should smite the nations.
Yep.
He shall rule them with a rod of iron.
What's that? The laser beams, man. Okay? Well, he's gonna really literally zap them to dust.
That's right.
But it says he shall beat them to powder. Right? The Lord shall threaten and you shall not utterly be beaten to powder. That's what he's gonna do with these nations. Okay? He's gonna beat them to powder
That's
with
right.
those that fire. Okay? Go ahead.
And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty
What?
power.
No, he threaded the what?
The winepress.
The wine press, man. That's you Edomites, man. It tells you that in Isaiah 63, man. That he treaded the wine press alone. You Edomites are wine. Isn't wine red? Doesn't wine come out looking red? Yeah, well, you Edomites are red, right?
That's right.
See how these are spiritual connections, man. Go ahead.
Wherefore thy red and thine apparel, and thy garment like him that threaded in the wine fat.
That's it. What cause it? Call it what you at. Call it what you at.
Isaiah 63 and 3 now.
Yeah.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right.
For I will tread them in mine anger,
Yeah.
and trample them in my fury.
Yeah.
And the blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment.
That's it. All right. So he's gonna. In other words, he's coming to destroy the Edomites. And remember, he said he's coming from Edom. Okay. It's coming from Edom. There's nothing going on in the land of Edom right now, man. Okay? There's nothing happening there, bro. There's nowhere on the news. Oh, and in the land of Edom, the president said, they're not in the news anymore. That place is desolate, man. Okay? The Edom, when it speaks about Edom, it's a people before it's a place.
That's right.
Just like Jerusalem, when the Lord speaks about Jerusalem, most of the time he's speaking about the people. All right? Sit on that. Where, bro?
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Right, but we'll call where you at.
This is Isaiah 66 and verse 16.
Right.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Yeah.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's it. All right, so when the Lord comes back, he's coming back with great fury and anger, man, to wage war. This is why these elites are scared, man. All right, and if you other nations had in this sense, you would be scared too. Okay. Yes, sir. Go ahead. 13. Yep. Go ahead. You want to jump in there with a precept? Go ahead.
Luke 19 and 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Right.
That's
The Lord
right.
has many enemies, man.
That's right.
All right, starting with these other nations.
I love this precept.
Okay, and you Israelites have enemies starting with these other nations. You have to understand that. Okay? The scriptures tell you that very clearly when you read Psalms the 83rd chapter. Okay? Sit. What?
This is 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof.
Right.
And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth,
And this is speaking of Yahushua HaMashiach. Go ahead. Right.
all they burned that heard his voice.
Yeah.
Like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
That's it.
But I would
Right, so the armies are going to try to fight against the Lord. Matter of fact, one of the, I believe the manifestos of the NWO is that they want to make a one world army. Okay? So it's not this Russian army, this army, it's a one world army. It's part of their plan. But at the end of the day, they're going to come and they're going to fight against Yahushua anyway. Go ahead. Regardless whether they're one army or not. Go ahead.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain,
Yeah.
and flew upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven.
Now this hill was speaking about a chariot. He was describing it was so big. He was describing it as a mountain. Just imagine you're looking between the buildings and you can see nothing but darkness coming through, man. Right, with a man with light up surrounding him, with an angry face.
Independence Day.
Huh?
That movie with Will Smith.
Independence Day,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Exactly. The way the chariot came over the city. Right? There was no escape from that.
No escape.
But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven.
Right?
And I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
And yet there's fight. You know what? They're still gonna fight. Regardless, even when they're nervous, even when they're scared about it, man, they're still gonna fight. Why? Because the Lord's gonna put in their spirit to fight. What you got?
The same way that he put in the spirit of Pharaoh to follow after the Israelites.
That's right,
After,
that's right.
after he let them go, you know? It's like he suddenly woke up and said, yo, what did I just do? You know? and then he went after and chasing. Because
right.
it was the Lord's doing, the Lord's will, that he should punish Pharaoh in the wilderness.
That's right.
Which he had a demon on. That's right. You know, he had a demon on. That's the bottom line. But when you look at in the Most High, the Heavenly Father does that. Even like, because I remember the Elder Pastor was speaking about how it used to be in the Inca, like before, at least than it used to be how they are now. You know, they know it'd be like, okay, you might have a suspended license. They'll say, okay, you know, it's okay. Go ahead. Just make sure you go to the office by this date. You know. But now they're militarized, man. You don't gotta send everybody pull out the strap on you. Step out the car, the lights, the extra cops cars are coming. They have an actual demonic spirit in them. When you become an officer, they know an officer even when he's out of uniform. Because the way he walks, you have to tell officers, even when just the way they walk, they have a police walk, you know. They try to stop and act like a normal civilian, but that spirit is in there. Yep. Yep. Right, exactly. So wait till the Lord turns up that demonic force, right? They're not gonna, that's why I said it shall be as madmen,
Sparing none. Right.
Okay? Go ahead. Oh, sorry, who's reading you? Oh, keep going.
Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Right.
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue.
Where do you think they get the concept of Dragon Ball Z when they come? Already know. But my thing I want to point out is they have to say it. They don't just do the attack like that, really. If there's a big attack, final destruction, this or whatever, destructo this or whatever, they got to say it. Okay, got to come from their mouth first. What?
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue.
I say tamam, which means done, tamam, finish.
That's right.
The deep, loud voice, go ahead.
Many
Out of
waters.
his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests,
Right.
and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight.
Right, that was those armies. Okay, it was going to fall upon those armies. That blast is going to fall upon those armies. Go ahead.
And burned them up,
Right.
every one.
Right.
So that upon a sudden
That's
of
right.
an innumerable multitude,
Yeah.
nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke.
See, that you're going to beat them to powder, man. Their only dust and smell of smoke is going to be left, man. Out of all those people, man, they're going to turn to ashes, man. You understand what I'm saying? And you're just going to see a big ball of smoke, just like they showed you in not Independence Day, the other one, A World of Worlds, man. When you remember he came home, he was all covered in dust. All right? That's because what? Because of the people was beating the powder. They read the scriptures and they make movies, man. And they add those little elements in the movies. Okay? Because this has the most interesting stories there is. I'll show you Esau's not the people. He's not just going to make... where's the Hollywood movies? They're just all the different... So many stories in the scriptures.
That's right, that's
They're
right.
running out of ideas. Well, all you have to do is go to Samson. Make a big Disney movie or big movie on Samson. Why don't you make a... You know what I mean? No, we got to make He-Man. No, we got to make Hercules. We got to do some twists. Some of these people, they don't vibe with the scriptures, man. All right? So like, it's one that part, right?
Verse 12. So when I saw this, I was afraid. Afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain, and call unto him another peaceable multitude. And there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound.
Hold on. Some were glad, some were sorry. Most people are going to be sorry and sad and scared. That's what most people are going to be. But then there's going to be the elect that's going to be happy and glad. Right?
And other some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, and I awakened and said,
That's it. Then was I sick with great fear. All right? All right?
This is Isaiah 42 and verse 13.
I never really heard them cursing out people telling them to hurry up before it's too late to get judged. I never heard this. You know, they come, they skim off the Israelites, they listen, they take notes, and they rebuke. Okay. But what about the true names now? What about the Lord didn't come for everybody? See, that's not going to make that type of... Anyways, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 42 and verse 13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, he shall war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy.
And then they show you that even in BBC 22, they show you when they scream and they power up. That's what Yahushua is getting ready to do, man. He's getting ready to scream and power up, man. Okay? And don't be surprised if you see that energy when he does it. Okay? Go ahead. Because they're gonna, first of all, when he comes to the earth, everyone's gonna feel it. They're gonna feel the vibration. It's like they have the meter, like sense of strong power energy.
That's fair.
I will destroy.
When they sense a strong power energy, okay? What happens? Oh, I sense someone that's a high level. The glasses might break.
Oh, yeah.
I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herds. I will make the rivers islands and I will dry up the pools.
It's gonna be so much fire. The fire's gonna be so hot. It's gonna dry up rivers and pools, man. Okay, that's what's getting ready to happen, man. All right.
Okay. Does you think it's part of the climate change that they're bragging about because the coming of Yahushua is going to be so hot?
No. They're just bragging. They're just saying that for their agenda.
For the agenda? Okay.
But also, Yahushua is changing the earth. So instead of giving the glory to
That's what I mean. That's what I
the
mean.
sun,
Yeah.
they're not. Well, you can say that, but it has nothing to do with that script. That's a different type of heat. Now, I mean, that's when he burns the people up. You know, when he starts using the laser beams, that's going to dry up pump water too. Okay? That's how hot. That's showing you how the power of Yahushua. Right?
Revelation 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought with his angels.
Now the dragon is who? The Edomites. Okay? They're in rulership now. They're going to actually set up the fight against the Lord when he comes back. That's why they have a space force right now. Okay? They know what we're saying is true. Okay? They're getting ready to fight.
Ronald Reagan been saying.
Yeah, they've been saying it. Okay? And that's why they're trying to they're not just trying to demonize us, they're trying to demonize the Lord and the angels.
That's right.
Saying they're little green men from Mars, but they're trying to scope out our earth and see what's up so they can come back and invade it. Because there was someone recently said that prepare for alien invasion. Okay, that's what one of them top officials said. Okay, I don't remember who it was. Go ahead.
Prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Right.
And the great dragon was cast out. That
Hold
old
on. Now it
serpent.
says, what does it mean when it says there was no place found anymore in heaven? What does it mean by that?
The armies fell down.
What does it mean? Huh? What does it mean when there's no place found in heaven?
Yeah, they fell down.
Huh? They're not going to be in rulership. That's what it means. All right. Or even you could even go to right, Capernaum. That's it, brother. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11. So I think verse.
Put that in there before they start thinking smoking the whole shit. Israelites are wicked.
2 Peter chapter 3.
Don't forget that one Christian, you know, he cursed out the guy that ran up when he was looking in this investigating.
Yeah,
Find someone to blame him. Go ahead, brother. Slide.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
That's right.
And the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
All right, go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Right, okay, but that's dealing with the nuclear destruction, mushroom cloud and all that. But what I really want is Capernaum, okay, because it said that there shall be no place found in heaven anymore. I mean, there's nothing, like the brother said, there's not going to be any place found in rulership for it. Okay? Oh, well, even get me, I saw Satan fall like a lightning. That's what I know. Oh, bring it on out. Read that.
This is Luke 10 and verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Meaning he's falling from rulership. He's falling from his lofty state. Okay? His high state. When you think about the word hati, what's in the word hati? It's haute. Right? Like French haute, right? Going back to Latin. Okay? Which means high. All right?
This is Matthew 11 and verse 23. And thou, Capernaum, which art exalted into heaven, shall be brought down to hell.
They were exalted and they were in a lofty state. They were living good. Okay? That's what it ultimately means. When you're in rulership, you're living good compared to the rest of the people, right? Go ahead.
Shall be brought down to hell. For if the mighty works which have been done in thee had been done in Sodom, it would have remained until this day.
Right, so according to a Christian, that was had to be a city actually in the sky where the Lord cursed out the city that they were doing. No, all right, that was a city on earth, all right, that the Lord was cursing up, saying he's going to cast you out from your lofty state and put you to hell. And the city was in heaven, but then it went to hell. And all the cities said, no, please, they're trying to run out the city, so they don't have to go down the hell while it was going down. It's stupid, bro. The whole doctrine of Christianity is stupid. They're pinpointing everything that we don't, that's great, we don't agree with that, we don't agree with that. Well, what's your breakdown of that? What's your breakdown? What's your interpretation? Salaki, was on that? That was it.
Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right.
Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Right, because they were lofty. They were lofty before. Now they ain't no throne. Now they're about to be put down to the ground. Okay? Go ahead.
O daughter of the Chaldeans,
Right.
for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, you're not going to be looked at as this good, benevolent people. Now you Edomites are being exposed. Okay? Speaking about what? So-called white people. They're being exposed, starting with the small hats. Because that's the head tribe. Okay? And now people are starting to investigate you more. Right? Okay? And look at you more, look at you sideways now. Right? Okay? What?
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered,
Yeah.
yet thy shame shall be
Your
seen.
shame, all your history, the wicked history, more of that is gonna be uncovered, man. And there's a lot of sick shit these Edomites have been doing that they've been trying to sweep under the rug.
Yeah.
Okay?
I will
Now,
take.
hold on, according to our talking points, these things are gonna be made to be proven to be true. Then they're gonna have to realize that we are the prophets of Yahweh. They're
That's
gonna
right.
have to admit that.
That's right.
Then shall they know. Read that just real quick. Just real quick, jump in there with that, brother. Okay?
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, chapter 33, and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
All these things we're speaking about is going to come to pass, man, whether they like it or not. All right?
Lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
Right? Then shall they know what? A prophet had been among them, man. A prophet is just someone that says something that's going to happen before it happens, man.
That's it. That's it.
Okay? We've been told you this gospel is going to be spread throughout the whole earth. It's going to flood the airwaves. Eventually it's going to become common knowledge, and now it's in the mainstream. All right? At least a part of it. And soon the full gospel, let's start with the apostles and elders, that's going to be in the mainstream, man. And everyone's going to, Great Millstone's going to become a household name. Which really Yahweh Shai. Let's deal with that. Yahweh Shai is going to become a household name in Yahweh, but ultimately it's going to be through his men, which is who? The men of Great Millstone, right?
I had a dream of that.
Yeah? What's the dream? Speak about it, brother.
Exactly what like you said.
Okay.
Exactly like you
What was
said.
the household name?
And it was an household name, and people was going to inquire information toward Great Millstone.
Well, that's the spirit.
This is Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Right, just because they don't believe, it's not going to make these prophecies not come to pass, man. It says none shall fail. That's right. So I don't care what you're talking about, man. I'm sorry, who's reading? You got something? Wait.
Just to finish up, I will take vengeance. I will not meet thee as a man.
That's it. Right?
Going on the topic of the Lord bringing down the high ones. This is Isaiah 26 and 5. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high.
Right.
The lofty city, he layeth it low. He layeth it low even to the ground. He bringeth it even to the dust.
That's it, beautiful. And America's going to be brought to the dust. That's the top, the most lofty city on the earth. Okay? That's why they had the term, proud to be an American, right? You see? But guess what? The Lord is going to destroy that place completely, man.
That's right. That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 24 and verse 21. And it shall come to pass, in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth, upon the earth.
Now, what's a host? An army. So them armies are going to, if you go to the army, you're going to get judged, man. You got something coming to you, man. Okay? And they're going to have a demon on them already. All right? See? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel 17 and verse 24. And all the trees of the field shall know that I, the Lord, have brought down the high tree, and have exalted the low tree.
That's right.
Have dried up
Who's the high tree right now? The Edomites.
Edomites.
They're about to be cut down, man.
That's right.
Okay, they're about to be hewed down.
That's right.
Right? Even Bob Marley had that song dealing with what? The small axe that cut down the tree. Right? That goes to us in the scriptures. Okay, go ahead.
Have dried up the green tree, and have made the dry tree to flourish.
That's right.
I, the Lord, have spoken and have done it.
Right, that's it. Well, it said he saw the wicked spreading themselves like a green bay tree. They're about to be cut down. That's right. Right? They had their time to rule and to push wickedness and deception. Now we're at the time of the end.
That's right.
And it starts with him being revealed. Because his whole thing was what? As soon as he came into power, what was the first thing he did? Whoa, let's get it. Let's get Revelation 28 chapter. What's the first thing that Esau did when he came into power, man? That's his MO. So once you take out his main thing, right? Hey, the rest is open. Okay? Go ahead. Got something else?
This is the book of Psalms 37 and verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Right.
For they shall soon be cut down
That's right.
like the grass, and wither as the green herb.
They shall soon be cut down as the grass, man. All right? See, brothers, we just gotta wait, man. You Israelites, you just gotta wait, man. Esau's about to be cut down. What does Zephaniah's 3rd chapter say, man? Bring that up.
This is the book of Zephaniah chapter 3.
Listen, time is on our side.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord,
That's right.
until the day that I rise up to the prey.
These Edomites and these other nations, that's the prey. So we're waiting for him to rise up, man, to break their teeth, man. Okay? He's going to take them down, man. Okay? And before he does that, he's going to take down the society, man. He's going to make the society crumble first, man. He's going to make these people crumble first, man. And then he's going to bring the last blow, which is that nuclear destruction, man. Okay? That's it.
For my determination is to gather the nations,
Yes, sir.
that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
That's it. That jealousy represents this fire. Right? Well, fire represents anger. Right? He said, you burn the fire in me that will burn continually, man, forever. Kindle the fire, man. See, so that's why this last destruction is dealing with fire, the second death. Boy, brother, you got something to write. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 20 and verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan.
Hold on, you had something dealing with what we were just reading before?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, read that first.
2 Ezra 15 and 12. And Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with plagues, and the punishment
Yeah.
that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. The punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it, man. Okay, the plagues, and the top plague is that nuclear fire, man. That's the top plague that's going to destroy America, man. All right?
It's going to smite the foundations. If you attack the foundations, it cannot stand.
Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 4 verse 24. For the Lord thy power is a consuming fire, even a jealous power.
That's it. So that's tied to his jealousy. That too. You know, when he starts to round out, okay, that fire. And there's something called spontaneous combustion. Okay? Where people, basically the Lord just opens the gateway between the spirit and the flesh, allows them to be burnt up. People don't know how that happens. They weren't like bathing in gas and then no. It was just happening automatically because the spirit is a fire. Anyways, go ahead, bro. Oh, you got something going.
This is Hebrews 1 and verse 7. And of the angels he said, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire.
That's it. That's right. That's something? Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 24 and 20. It's like the book of Proverbs 24. The book of Proverbs 20 and 27.
Right.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly.
Right, because hey, the candle represents that spirit. The spirit is fire. It's in the hand of Yahweh Shai. That spirit dwells in every man.
Which I was just giving you props. I was giving you props. The scripture, you know, so when a brother brings out a certain scripture, you got to give them their props. Boy, bro.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Revelation 20 and verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired,
What?
Satan shall be loosed out of his prison
What scripture?
and shall go out to
What
deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Right, you're going out to deceive them. All right, you're going out. When you got loose from that prison, that spiritual prison, you went out and you deceived the nations, man. But guess what? The Lord is going to put you back in prison, man. All right, He's going to put you back in a prison, man. All right, you see? But see, that's why this. Matter of fact, Lord, that strongholds, we're breaking down the strongholds, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, we're breaking down these lies because this is what Esau has built the society upon.
That's right.
Okay, well, blasphemies. Well, get me that. I deal with these four great words. Go ahead, bro.
First Maccabees 3 and 48.
Right.
And laid open the book of the law,
Yeah.
wherein the heathen had sought to paint a likeness of their images.
That's
Beautiful.
right. Meaning what? They took how the dark images and they took them and painted them how they wanted to paint them. Okay, that's what Esau did, especially in the Renaissance period. Man. But they were doing that in the Greek time too, the time of the Greeks. Okay, go ahead.
Just go back.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
That's right.
but mighty to the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds,
Right.
casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
That's it. Esau is the one that exalts himself against the knowledge of the Most High. Okay? You're speaking great swelling words against the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach.
That's it. All right? That's it.
This is Revelation 13 and verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High.
Yep.
To blaspheme his name.
Well, that whole evolution, that's blasphemy against the Most High. That whole this frog, he was here 20 million years ago. He was flying. You know, he was a deadly predator. Right, this frog. Now all he does is stick out his tongue. Right? That's blasphemy. Basically, they're saying the Heavenly Father, He's not it. He's not. When His name means He is.
That's right.
But He's saying He's not. Oh, isn't that blaspheming the name to say
That's
He's
right.
not?
That's right.
What, bro?
And his tabernacle. And them that dwell in heaven.
Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
And it was given.
Well, even the fact that He paints them up as so-called white people, that's blasphemy right there against the tabernacle, right? And against them that dwell in heaven, right? All right? Because the Lord is a so-called black man.
That's right.
All right? His Son is a so-called black man.
That's
all
right. That's right.
The angels are so-called black men. All right? In their glorified state. So that's all blasphemy right there, man. More on that? Oh, they had a finger. You got the Most High looking like a homosexual. You got someone that's supposed to be the Most High looking like a homosexual, putting the finger out like that, man. Like Magic Johnson's son. You know what I mean? This is ridiculous, man. And you don't think you're gonna pay for that, man? And then he's not wearing a full garment. He's wearing the garment is like this.
What the fuck?
You know, on the side, like no, the woman wears a dress with the leg out,
What?
and it's pink. You don't think you're gonna pay for that, man? You Edomites think that the Lord's gonna let you go on, and He's gonna judge you as a nation, by the way. That's right. No, it's just them. No, it's not just them. It's all your whole nation is wicked, man. Your whole nation is wicked and evil. There's something to say, bro?
You got babies around.
Oh yeah. And then the angels are naked babies flying around. That's all blasphemy, man. Did you read yours, brother?
No.
Not yet? Okay, go and read yours,
It's
brother.
just a quick precept. It's a Psalm 2 and 1. Why do they eat and rage, and the people imagine the vain things?
The heathen meaning what? These other nations. They're imagining a vain thing right now, man. Thinking they're going to come up against the Lord. Think they're going to prevail. Okay? Think they're going to keep the chosen people lost. No. The Lord is bringing a great awakening to our people, man.
That's right.
And this
That's
is only
right.
the beginning, man.
That's right.
This is only the beginning. So now what are they going to do? They're going to demonize, man.
That's right. That's
They're going to
right.
start to demonize now, man. That's where they're at. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And the Renaissance, Renaissance goes into rebirth. So as soon as they came into power, they were now deceiving, as it says in the precept.
That's right.
He was loose for a little season, deceiving. See? That's exactly what he did.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Okay, so as we're bringing up, coming up against these lies, or bringing out the truth, they're going to want to demonize us. They're going to want to, because they control the media. But even with the media, they're losing the info wars, man. Even with all these systems they got control of, they're still losing the info wars. Because this is through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. He's playing chess with them, man. Okay? And really, technically, he's playing chess with himself. And who he wants to win is going to win anyway. Okay, right? You say it all out, then it's
The scriptures tell you that the deceived and the deceiver are his.
That's it. All right? Go ahead, bro. Read
This
this.
is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power.
That's right.
And the power of his anointed.
Uh-huh.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Right. Who's the accuser? These Edomites, man. They're constantly accusing you jakes, man. Even in their media and their different things, they're accusing you. All right? Subtly, sometimes overtly, man.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why these people around the world, they have a narrative about you jakes, man. Because you're constantly being accused. And now they're getting ready to accuse the elect, right? The chosen that are preaching the full truth.
That's right. That's
Go
right.
ahead.
Which accused them before our power.
Day and
Go
night.
ahead, jump in.
Just I remember watching a video of one of the brothers, one of the elders, and he said, when I went to Mexico, the people were saying, oh, you guys are not like what we see on TV, you know? So they already have an image of Jake in these other countries as being portrayed as being accused already. So when the brothers went to a different country, they were saying, oh, you guys are not like what we expected. You guys are not like the people are portrayed in TV.
Right, right, because he controls the media. So even you got people in China, they got a perception of you kids, and they ain't never seen no so-called black person in their life. Okay, but that's because your enemy controls the media. Media is just a medium between what? It's really was dealing with witchcraft. Okay, go ahead, man.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down,
Right.
which accused them before our power day and night.
That's these Edomites. They accuse us constantly, and the Heavenly Father is seeing it. Go ahead.
And
When you look at that word accuse, it goes into categorial, to categorize, man. They categorize you jakes. So you jakes are supposed to be like this, right? That's why when Jake steps out of the box, Esau's nervous. Sometimes you gotta beat him with a bold, especially a bold Edomite, sometimes they're looking at you, just grilling you, right? They're trying to figure out what's going on with this guy. What is it? Is he different? Is he the same? Is he in the box that we're comfortable with? Go ahead.
Verse 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb,
Right.
and by the word of their
But the
testimony.
Lord is putting a spirit in our people to rise up anyway.
That's
In the
right.
spirit. Listen, Jake is not with this system, man. All right, Jake is not with Esau either, man. All right, even our celebrity, yeah, bro. When have you heard a celebrity say what Kanye's been saying, man? What Kyrie's been saying? Bro, Kanye just basically said they sacrifice people up there. The celebrity, man. He said it. What people been saying for the long, he said it. He said my mother was sacrificed, man. He said it. So these devils is being revealed, man.
Right.
And them small hats, they run the Hollywood. Now what's that about, man? That's nothing but wickedness, man. Okay? So there's a different spirit. So guess what? The Lord put the spirit on him to say certain things. Regardless whether he was controlled at the beginning or what Esau was trying to do. I mean, he's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Okay? If Esau's having them say all this, well, I mean, their plan is going to obviously backfire. Okay?
Famine of the word.
Go ahead. That's all I can put. Yeah?
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb,
Right.
and by the word of their testimony.
Yeah?
And they loved not their lives unto death.
That's right. We're going to overcome through what? The blood of Yahweh Shai, man. That's right. Okay, he's protecting us, man. He got angels watching us, man. Esau don't have no real protection. His protection is carnal, man. This thing is carnality, man. All right? When you go places, you got to know the angels is with you. As long as you continue to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, man. All right? sit on that, bro. There's another one that somebody asked for this time. Yeah, I asked for something for you too, right? Yes, get that.
All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols.
Right, the wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, man. It's about to be kindled over you, which is going to be all these different people. Get me that? You should be hating of all nations. Okay? You have to understand that. You're not going to be this no friendly. That's why I said these things. It's going to be more of aggressive encounters, man. Okay? Because now they're trying to set it up like they had another image of a rabbi. He was all beat up. He said, "Oh, see, this was from the doctrine of the BHIs," which is a big lie. All right, but that's part of the demonization, man. Okay, and Esau, he can do that because that's all part of the walk that we have to walk. That's all part of bearing the cross that we
That's
gotta
right.
bear.
That's right.
Drinking that cup that we gotta drink, man. Oh, and then you got one demon, one satanic black woman going on the internet talking about, oh, what hide your 9-year-old? See, that's all part of the demonization too. Okay, trying to tie brothers with PDF files. That's wicked, man. Okay? And you're going to be judged for that, man. The scripture says every idle word which man shall speak, or woman, all right, shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. That's right.
This is the book of St. Matthew 24
Bring it out.
and verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Right. They shall bring you up to be killed, man. Guess what? That's going to happen again, too. Okay? You're going to have family members show them where you're at, where you're living at. Okay? Right? Trying to lure, and brothers can't be simple in the times we're coming into, man. You know? Listen, yeah, I cooked your favorite ricolet that you like. Viens manger. Okay? And Esau's right there next to you, man. On the couch, man. Okay? Yeah, I got jollof. I made jollof for you, baby. All right? You call me think, oh, yo, I didn't have that in a minute, yo. Oh, that's crazy, yo. Yo, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Okay? And then you fast forward to the scene, he's in a concentration camp, tied up. He didn't get to eat no jollof. You see what I'm saying to you? So this is the time for cooking to, man. Okay? So we gotta be circumspect. Okay?
Mais c'est vrai. C'est vrai.
It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
So the ones that consent unto these devils, they're gonna be trodden down. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
And in reproach and trodden underfoot.
Isaiah 65, 11.
For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right, so mean they're gonna come after us. They're gonna come after the brothers. Right? They're not coming after you Kemet guys, eh? Kemet guys, ain't nobody looking for you Kemet people, man. Oh, let me go get the Egypt time. You guys are not a threat.
There's a lot in prison.
That is folly, man. That's a lot of psychopath, man. Yo. But then they try to talk about us, but then these dummies will go say, oh, Yaikub, the big head scientist, created Edomites. Great so-called. That's, come on, bro. I remember a man used to teach me that back in the day. You know, he showed me something, he had some knowledge, and it's like, come on, man. When he said that, I was like, come on. He said they descend from werewolves. It's too much, man. It's too much, bro.
There's a couple of them in prison already.
Huh?
They came at
They're not in prison, but it's like, it's ridiculous.
No, but I mean, the Kemet guy that was popular that is in prison for, you know, the R.
Oh yeah,
Okay, yeah, but he's not in prison.
No, he's not.
No, he's free somehow. Maybe that's the one. Now you gotta wonder how that is. All these guys are sold out, man. Okay. Oh, sorry, not that.
Isaiah 65 and verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh,
That's right.
that forget my holy mountain,
Right.
that prepare a table for that truth.
And that's what they're doing. They're preparing a table for Esau, Edom. Okay, Edomites, man, which is the enemy. Okay, you have to understand that our only way out is Yahweh Hashem.
That's right.
You can't go and it says make no covenant with them, man. It said right that covenant with death shall be disowned.
Faithful till
Oh,
death.
bring it on out, brother.
Isaiah 28.
Yeah, I like that. But y'all fight. Let's go.
Isaiah 28 and 15.
All right?
Because he has said, we have made a covenant with death.
Right.
And with hell, we are in agreement.
Right. And all them celebrities, they made a covenant with them. They know what they had to do to get where they're at. All right? Well, Ye came out and said it. He said what they had to do. Some of the things that had to be done. All right? Going into sacrifice, going into sexual perverse acts.
With the goat, yeah.
Okay? So that was part of the contract. That was part of their covenant with this devil. All right? So now they're bound by something. They can't just leave and do what they want to do and have no consequence. They're bound by something. Like he said that they wanted to put him on the things, on the meds, right? You have a question? You have a question? Okay, give me 1 second. I just want to finish this point, all right? They want to put him on these meds, right? And they said, listen, he didn't take it, right? But if he took it, it could have easily been a Michael Jackson situation or a Prince situation. All they had to do was swap it. What is he telling you? That, hey, they weren't ready to put them guys to death if they stepped out of line. Right? What's your question? What's your question?
Why did Jesus as David?
Okay, well that's not the true image of the Lord. This is not Jesus who you read about in the scripture, in the Bible. They never looked like this. This is this Lord. Okay, they painted this guy.
Is the Antichrist?
Well, he is an Antichrist, but he's not the image of the Lord, right? He is an Antichrist. See, this guy slept with his sister, killed his own brother. This is the image of this.
What is the his name?
Cesare Borgia. Cesare Borgia.
What denomination?
We are Hebrew Israelites, 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. It's not really a denomination, it's more than that.
How come you did free Iran?
Those are the images of these are the dark images that were in Europe prior to the Renaissance period.
These are the three Iranians. Chrysostomos, Basilios, and John.
Right.
And they started in Greece, so they were based on Plato's philosophy, which was a manual, and it was the continuation for Jesus.
Right. But the reason why we have that up there is to be an example of what the true dark images that were in Europe prior to
But that's the light that Jesus brought. That's why they have the light around.
No, I understand that. No, but the whole point is not because of who they are. That's not why we brought that up. We brought that up because of the show the dark images. Because you see we have door here, right? So bring that up. You see, these are when you go to Eastern Europe, where are you from? You're Greek, right? So you know Greek Orthodox, right? Greek Orthodox, they have these dark images, right? So our thing is this: you had those dark images, but then now you have this is nothing more than Renaissance art. Okay? Renaissance art. The reason why he's white like this is Renaissance art. Exactly. That's the point. Right, exactly. That's the point. Give me Romans 9 and 24.
The book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 24. Even us, whom he has called, not of the Jews only,
Right.
but also of the
No,
Gentiles.
Romans 9 and 24. I mean, Job 9 and 24.
Okay, so like the book of Job,
Job 9 and 24. My fault.
the book of Job, chapter 9, and verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
See, because they know, they see this, it's a common knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm showing you that these people are liars because they don't bring out the truth. You know? If we say the truth, they don't bring it up. You know? Like you were ruling here. No, they want to keep that under. They wanted to skim over that. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the image. I just want to kind of.
They rather
glaze over
live,
that.
they rather believe the lie than.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, somebody said that. I don't remember who said that. There was somebody who told a brother that, or somebody, I don't know. Right now, it wasn't even a brother, it was some other guy
Okay.
who said, you know what? The original Israelites were so-called black. The Israelites are so-called black. And then you had the Edomites saying, I'd rather believe a lie than to believe that the Lord is so-called black.
Damn, man.
That's how these people operate, okay? Right.
That's fucked up.
The earth is given into the
Well,
hands
that's
of
what
the
the Lord
wicked.
said, those that are my enemy, bring them hither and slay them before me.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is?
And that's the scripture that I want to get. Brother should have had it on deck already. You know, already to read. Because you already know we're going into that verse. You already had that pulled up. Just read it. You know? Because that is the bottom. It's about the scripture, not about just talking. You know what I mean? So that's why I just want you to really get to the scripture. But I explained that, and the thing is this: they don't want that to come out. Because I remember when I was out here on the solo, years ago, and there was a particular Edomite cat that came up to me. And he said, "Oh yeah, what you're saying," I was speaking about the Dark Ages. And he said, "Yeah, what you're saying is right because my professor told us that those images were so-called black. He showed us, but he said, don't tell nobody." So you telling me this man is not the devil? You telling me this guy is not the devil? Because they're trying to keep that from you. Let's get dealing with the name of Israel shall be no more remembrance. Get me that and get me a casting down from the excellency, man. Go ahead.
John 3:19, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and man loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
See, they don't like the light. They don't like the light being shined on them. But the light is going to continue to come out. See, that's going to be common. That's going to be, oh yeah, we rule. And that's coming out on TikTok every day now. Right? We got Jakes making videos. Who's that? Who's this? With their face in the camera. Right? With the image in the background, and they'll put the face, the head will pop up. Right? Yeah, the figure, right, the figure. God, the figure,
Oh, yeah.
Pointing at a particular
I didn't see that.
going in and out. Right? So they can't escape from the truth now, man. The truth is coming out too much. All right? Go ahead.
Kyrie Irving, this little
Right. Oh, yeah.
This what? This what?
Right.
little what do you call it? The avatar.
Yes.
Little King James.
There's the same one I got in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I was surprised. Like, who's that? I was like, who's there? And then see his carriers. Oh, wow. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 28 and verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and an agreement with hell. Are we at agreement? When the overflowing words shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Right, because them celebrities, they think that they're just going to pass over all of that stuff that's going on. Because all the judgment that's already come on the earth, they think that their money's going to deliver it. Because they made a contract with Esau. First off, Esau is the perpetual contract breaking, perpetual covenant breaking. What?
It says, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid us. Have we hid ourselves?
That's it. All right? And that's why they have to propagate these lies, man. Try to push it out more and more. But now it's being revealed. Okay? The truth is going to come out anyway. All right? We don't have to, like I said before, time is on our side. You just got to sit back and relax, man. Okay? And watch it unfold. Okay? These devils are being exposed, man. Let me guys hear this 47 chapter. Read that, bro.
This is Psalm 62 and verse 4. They only consult to cast them down from his excellency.
Who are they trying to cast down from his excellency? Which I believe that's like a great estate that you were once at. All right? You understand what I'm saying? Who are they trying to cast down? You Israelites, man.
That's right.
So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
That's right.
Okay? Starting with the head tribe Judah. They know something about Judah. They say, Judah, we know once they get up, that's a problem. That's why their foot is constantly on the neck of you so-called African Americans, man. But you see Judah still rising up, man. You see Kyrie say, man, F that, man. And don't be surprised if they say, forget about that. I'm throwing all that away. You got certain celebrities saying that. Because they're being inspired by that, man. See, Judah inspires the world, man. All right? Go ahead, man.
They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
Right.
It's a lot.
That's it.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Right.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Part of your shame being seen is our glory being magnified. Right? Part of them being embarrassed is the truth about us coming out.
That's right.
Right? When you start bringing up that was in you in Europe and all that takes away from their glory. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a conflict of interest. You understand? So they have an interest in keeping you on a lower level.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's an actual conflict of interest, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 49.
If you gotta say you're the Israelites, then who are they?
That's right.
If we're the Israelites, then who are these people? in the land and with the hats on, who are these guys? Right?
Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret
And
places.
before all is said and done, Esau will be made completely bare, man. Before Yahweh Shai comes back, Esau will be made completely bare.
That's right.
So the only thing left to do is to come down as with draconian measures, man. Go ahead.
But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Well, they used to be able to hide behind the anti-shield. The shield, the anti-shield was hide behind it and it all go away. Now they can't hide behind that. All right? Now you got to answer these questions. Oh, that's it? Go ahead.
Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
That's right.
Neither anything hid
You
that
brought
shall
that out you brought it out 2 times already. All these scrolls, we bring that up. Why? Because this is the time we're in. That's right. This is the spirit that's going out now. And this is a beautiful spirit, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Right. So, go ahead. Hi, you had something, brother?
Yeah.
What?
This is Job 20 in verse
Go get that
verse
ginger-
27.
Ginger capsules from that.
The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Yeah. Shall rise against him. All right? Read that again, so I can.
This is Job 20 and verse 27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Right. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Okay? Now, listen. Everyone is coming up against him. Okay? But now, it's on a low level. Right? It's going to increase. Okay? It's going to increase. And they're going to find out that we are those people. All right? Once they find out that we're the people and it's more common knowledge, bro, who are these guys? And look at what you've done to the chosen people. Let's get Hosea 1 and 10. Go ahead.
Psalm 50 and 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framest deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
That's right.
Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Right, they slander us, man. They slander Jacob, man. And you can tell Esau is desperate. You got vocab pulling out. Oh, you guys are cursing out Esau, but he kissed it. Jacob kissed. What the fuck is that got to do with it? Huh? You think that all the prophecies in Isaiah and everything with Esau being destroyed, this is no, because Jacob kissed Esau. Because Jacob gave Esau a hug. That's all. And first of all, he was scared. Because he knew Esau was like a wild beast. Brother, he came with some. Brother, he came. Hold on, Jacob came with subtlety. Well, that's why I was going to do a lesson. We'll do a lesson we call Jacob did to Esau what Paul did to what was it, Pilate? Okay, you see what I'm saying? Because he came with extreme subtlety, man. He came and said, "Oh no," he said he separated the people, the flocks. He said, "You go up and say, this is for my Lord. This is Jacob. My Lord gave this to his Lord." Because he knew Esau had that God complex, man. But he said, "See, he called Esau his Lord." This is not stupid. It's in reality, it's Esau, Jacob's Lord. The elder going to serve the younger? They're going to serve. We're their Lord. Jacob was their Lord, right? But he was using subtlety. He said, "Oh, this is for my Lord." Okay, you understand? And then when they came up to him, he almost didn't accept it. You know what I'm saying? So he had to say, "Please take it. Take this gift. Take this gift." You understand what I'm saying? He said, "Please take this gift, man." All right? So he was dealing with him very wisely. And he said, he even said, seeing you is like seeing the face of God. And vocab's going to go say, "See, so he was a Edomite. He was like, God must look. Come on, man. That was nothing but flattery, man."
So like when they had, because when Isaac died, Esau said he wanted to kill Jacob.
And he, right.
So he had to come with subtlety,
Bro,
to appease the wrath.
He already knew what it was. Okay, you know he didn't come with no church, but he came with his sons were killers too. That's Cain. He came with Tubal Cain in them.
It says he put up with 400 men.
And he's with his family, man. He's with his youth. Some of them were children, young children. Come on, man. It's called using wisdom, man. That's why the scripture. Oh, the scripture say, "Agree with thy adversary."
Matthew 5 and 25.
Yeah.
Agree with thine adversary quickly,
Yeah.
whilst thou art in the way with him,
Right.
lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge,
Right.
and the judge deliver thee to the officer,
Right.
and thou be cast into prison.
That's it. Okay, do that lest you get into some situations, man.
If I may, King David did the exact same thing.
Right.
He used subtlety and wisdom to escape a deadly scenario. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
A
Come
deadly
on.
scenario, exactly.
All right, and by the way, dealing with the house of David, didn't King David have them Edomites in subjection?
Yeah.
Wasn't he putting hell on those Edomites? Okay, so what are you talking about? If he's building back the house of David, it's going to be the same scenario. It's going to be the same scenario,
right.
except it's going to be on a way higher level.
That's right.
That's all it is, man.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so you can't disannul that by the fact that Esau, that Jacob gave Esau a kiss. That's stupid.
That's stupid.
And another thing, Salaki, see, dealing with that again. And the thing is that one of the brothers that was there on the panel, I don't know who that guy was, but he said to Volkai, wait a minute, you got to deal with that in the context. He was doing that because he was afraid of Esau. Volkai's like, yeah, I said that for the video, yeah, I said that for the video. Because now he got caught.
Devil.
Right? So he had to humble down. Because their whole thing, Esau's whole thing is they're trying to bank on your ignorance.
Yeah.
They're trying to put stock in the fact that you don't know. All right? Because they know. But they're hoping that you don't know. So when they bring up certain things, they bring it up to people that don't have knowledge in these things so that they can deceive them. All right? But when you have knowledge, you say, no, that doesn't mean that. This is such and such and such and such and such. They can't deceive you.
So the serpent came to Eve.
That's it. Right. Right. The serpent came to Eve because he knew that the woman was the weaker vessel, man. Give me that, my people are destroyed.
Don't say it.
Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is Proverbs 15 and verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stirreth up anger.
That's it, all right? That's it. That's it on that. Okay, we got your point on that. You want to deal with this deception, man. All right? This deception that they've been deceiving our people with, man. Because they don't have any knowledge, man. Oh, get me, huh? I mean, give me Isaiah 1 and 3. What?
This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
That's it.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right, because you rejected the knowledge of the Lord. You wanted to go establish your own righteousness. You want to do things your way, okay? Guess what? The Lord has rejected you, and you can't receive the knowledge.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power,
Yeah.
I will also forget thy children.
Right, that's it. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children, man. Right? Because our people have forgotten the knowledge that they were the Israelites. They've forgotten the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the knowledge of the law, statutes, and commandments in the true way. Okay? Read what I asked for.
This is Proverbs 14 and verse 15. The simple believeth every word,
Right.
but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Right, the simple believers every word because they're simple. All right, they never went into the understanding. They never studied to show themselves approved. So when they bring certain things to them, even Israelites, even ones that claim they're Israelites that go out in the camp, they bring certain things to them and they don't know how to respond to it because they're not well studied. Okay, they were focused too much on lick up the dust of thy feet. They were focused too much on those type of scriptures. Okay, instead of getting into the meat of the word. And you asked for dealing with the the other one. I asked for Proverbs dealing with no. Is that the one that? No, that's not the one I asked for. Is that the one I asked for? But that was good though. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 10. When
Yes. Good.
When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul,
Right.
discretion shall preserve thee.
Right.
Understanding shall keep thee.
Right, and they're not being kept. All right, they're being destroyed. Okay, because they don't have the wisdom and knowledge. All right, if they had the wisdom and knowledge, the things that they say, that they no, I know. Listen, first of all, this means that when you connect it to this, using the scriptures. Okay. Well, that's why Amalek was just able to blur out all kind of things. But then when he saw what's his name, Alisar come on the thing, and he said certain things, he said, yeah, I know, yeah. Okay, I know where you're going. He humbled down. Because he knew he was trying to deceive the masses by what he knew the masses didn't know. See, they can't use John 3:16 no more. Everyone that we brought up too much, we dealt with that about 1 million times already. Okay? That's already, you know what I mean? That's okay. That's not what it means. Okay? The word is cosmos for world, which is dealing with a certain group. See, but if you don't have the understanding, you're going to hear that, oh, the world, that's speaking about the whole planet. No. Go ahead.
Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee.
Right.
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
Because the way of the evil man is to deceive you. Go ahead.
From the man that speaketh forward things.
Right.
Who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
Right.
Who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked. Whose ways are crooked and they forward in their paths.
Right. Read that again.
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
Right. Because when you're walking in the ways of darkness, you can't see what's in front of you. All right. But when you have the truth, you have the wisdom and the knowledge, you can see what's in front of you. So if someone puts a stumbling block, you can just move aside. But they're putting all kinds of stumbling blocks. They're just throwing stumbling blocks at Jake because Jake doesn't have the understanding. Jake trips and falls on everything. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 119 and 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet,
Wow.
a light
About
unto
that.
my path.
Read that again, please.
Psalms 119 and 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet,
Yeah.
a light unto my path.
See, that's what it is. You know, it says the staff guided me. You see what I'm saying? So this is what guides us through all this garbage and misinformation that's going on. Okay, we use the scriptures. All right, go ahead.
Proverbs 2 and verse 13. Who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
Right.
Who rejoice
Right,
to
like even like this Ronald Dalton thing, right? The documentary he has, there's a lot of misinformation in it. But Jake doesn't know. So Jake is watching it, he's learning he's an Israelite, but then he's tripping over all kind of other things. Now he's a black only Israelite. That makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? So there's all kind of stumbling blocks in there. So you gotta make sure you tell Jake the truth, the 100% truth, man. You can't just give him partial truths that sound good to their feelings. No, you gotta tell them the whole truth, man.
That's right.
So go ahead.
who rejoice to do evil
Jump in?
and do,
Okay, hold that. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 44 and 23. They shall teach my people the difference between holy and profane,
Right.
and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean.
Right, you gotta learn discernment. Okay? But they don't learn, you can't learn discernment unless you have the wisdom. Okay? And they don't have the wisdom mostly. They're just coming into this. Alright? They're stumbling even at the milk. Because the fact that the 12 tribes and you got Gad, Reuben, and all these different tribes, that's the milk. But they're even stumbling at that. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is 1 John 4 and verse 6. We are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Right. Read that again, please.
This is 1 John 4 and verse 6. We are of Yahweh, and he that knoweth the Most High heareth us.
Right.
He that is not of the Most High heareth not us.
Right.
Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Right, because the Holy Spirit has to be on you to even understand these things. That's where that's what teaches you, man. Okay? But you still gotta learn. You know, there's a process to this thing, man.
You gotta search the
Right.
scripture.
Proverbs 1 and verse 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, and to young men knowledge and discretion.
Right.
A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so you learn how to build with the good and how to cast out the bad, man. Because the good, you're building with the good. You know, you say, okay, yeah, I can use that. You add that. No, I can't use that. That's off. All right? See, it's the boy, brother. It's like, I know you.
Yeah, I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
Acts 17 and 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica.
Thessalonica, that was good. That was a good. You almost got it. That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's
Go
the
ahead.
word.
It's good, right?
In that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily,
Right?
whether those things were so.
That's it. That's what they have. That's what you have to do. You have to search the scriptures and see if what they're saying lines up with the scriptures.
That's right.
Okay? So when you watch your apostles and elders, you gotta, even the apostles always used to say, no, don't just listen to what we say. Go and look it up. We'll tell you the same thing. Don't just listen to what I'm saying. Go and look it up for yourself.
That's right.
Go research for yourself. Go check the scriptures out for yourself, man. Okay? So how the hell can we be like the occult in the mind of what they say? And we're telling people to go research, go do their own research, and come to their own conclusions.
That's right.
The occult, they don't want you to
No,
research.
exactly.
Well, the Catholic Church is a cult, according to what they deem as a cult. Because they tell them I remember they used to tell them you're not allowed to read the scriptures, but their Pope got to read it for you. Well, that's a cult right
That's
there.
a cult. That's
What are
right.
you talking about, man?
Sex,
That's it.
that's why the scriptures tell you, let every man be fully persuaded in his own.
All right, boy.
2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to shew thyself approved
Yeah.
unto the Most High,
140.
a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth,
Right.
but shun profane and vain babbling, for they will increase unto more ungodliness.
That's it. Okay? Because you're gonna be ashamed if you don't study. All right, you're gonna be ashamed when it comes down to it. That's why every topic that comes up, the Spirit has me, have brothers do a lesson dealing with the topic. So brothers is more sharp on that lesson. Okay, so when it comes up, brother, okay, such,
Yeah.
you know how to line it up the right way.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so we're not ashamed if someone comes up with us. We gotta be ready to give an answer. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job 6 and verse 30. Is there iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things?
Right. Damn.
This is Job 6 and verse 30.
Yeah, boy.
Job 6 and verse 30. Is there iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things?
Ooh, right, and that's that wisdom. Okay, that makes you discern things. Okay? What you got, bro? You got something, bro? Yes.
This is the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs,
Chapter 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
That's it.
That's
all right,
right.
so we see the evil, we see the things that are getting ready to happen. All right, through the wisdom, and we're able to escape that through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Through what? Through His name. Give me Proverbs 18 and 10. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 10. And it reads, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. That's it.
That's
All
right.
So that's how we're going to escape from that. Okay? Coming with the full doctrine, the full understanding. All right? Having the wisdom when it comes down to that time. Right? Because that's what's going to preserve us and keep us stable. Get me that. Get me, see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 18 and verse 2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress
Yes.
and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower.
Exactly it. Okay? That's how we're going to escape. Okay? Through Yahweh Shai. Right? What verse?
I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro. But if the camp is telling you to call on Yahweh or Jesus Christ, how does that apply? That doesn't apply to them. Okay, so they're leading you down the wrong path. That's a stumbling block, right? That's something, bro. Oh, you got something? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, and verse 10. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee.
That's it.
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things.
That's it, right? And Jake is getting caught up right now. They're getting caught up in all kind of webs. They get through one filter, they get caught in another one. You understand what I'm saying? Like you learn you're an Israelite, but you get caught in another filter.
Yeah.
You gotta be complete. You gotta go through all the filters to have the pure doctrine, man. All right?
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Fear of the Lord, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. And he's turning up the spirit in his men too, man. And he's showing his men, that he's with them, man. Okay, he's showing them, man. All right? See
Definitely.
what I'm saying? So it's not time to lighten up. It's time to tighten up, man. All right? Not time to get weak. It's time to get stronger, man. All right? What you got, bro?
2 Corinthians 11 and 4. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushai, whom ye have not preached,
Right.
or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received,
Right.
or another gospel,
Right.
which ye have not accepted,
Yeah.
ye might well bear with him.
Right. So we're rejecting anything that's not according to sound doctrine.
That's right.
Okay? So people come up with this and that. It might be half right. They say, no, that's wrong, though. I'm going off on that. Okay? They say, no, but this is, no, that's wrong. Okay? Let's get the scriptures on that. Point blank, period. All right? See, the brother was ready to get the scripture. What did he speak?
That was it on that, but Galatians 1 and
Got it? Okay, you know what? You read yours.
this is Psalms 91 and verse 14. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name.
Right, because he had known my name. So you gotta glorify the name. Yeah, you gotta glorify Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right, see, IUIC, they're not doing that. Okay, so they're not gonna be covered if they don't repent. If one's certain that they don't repent. All right, okay, see, and the Lord is gonna shake things up where it's gonna be, you're gonna either get down with the truth or you're not, and it's gonna be sooner gonna glorify the apostle. The others gonna get some glory too, man. They're gonna get some faith. They already have some faith, but they're gonna get more faith. Okay? Because they're gonna find out what the true doctrine is. Who's the ones that's constantly coming up against false doctrines and breaking things down the right way. You got it? Yeah, go ahead.
It says here in Matthew 12 and 30, he that is not with me is against me.
Right.
He that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad.
Oh, hold on. If you're telling people that all the tribes are black, are you gathering the tribes? No, it says that Judah and Ephraim shall be oppressed together. Get me Ezekiel 37, brother. Go ahead.
Galatians 1 and 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Mashiach unto another gospel,
Yeah.
which is not another, but there be some that trouble you, who would pervert the gospel of Mashiach.
Right.
But though we or another angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you, then that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
That's right.
As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you, than that ye have received, let him be accursed.
Right. So, are we supposed to give them blessings when they come with false doctrines? Nah, man. We're supposed to curse them out. Tell them, listen, that's wrong. That's not right according to the scriptures, man. Okay? Point blank, period. What you got, bro?
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5, and verse 12. And by the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people. And they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch.
Yeah.
And of the rest, there's no man joined himself to them, but the people magnified them.
Ooh, they magnified it. So they're gonna be hey, brothers, this is gonna be noised abroad, man. All right, people are gonna be typing in their local cities, man. Oh, Kansas, Israelites GMS. You know, this city GMS, that city GMS, man. You understand what I'm saying? And they're gonna be looking, man. They're gonna be looking. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 14, and believers were the more added to the Lord, multitudes, both of men and women.
That's right. That's why I tell you, brothers, man, the French lessons, man, keep on coming too, because trust me, we're gonna have an abundance of people trying to figure out different languages, man. I'll figure out what's going on, bro. You know, brother, you brothers gonna be the main ones. I don't really see how much brothers really pushing French out there. You understand what I'm saying? You brothers gonna be the main ones, man. Okay? So you gotta, French is not important, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 5:37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
That's it. That's it. You gotta say yes or no. Either it's right or it's wrong. But
This is 2 John 1 and verse 10. If there comes any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed.
Right.
For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds.
that's why when we're bringing certain family, let me come check you. I'm kind of weird, coming to the crib and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey! Oh fuck! I don't know what. I'm about to wild out, bro. See it go by the tire. These got to pop the tire and shit like that. I don't got time for that, bro.
No, for sure.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Zechariah 8 and 23. Thus said the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass.
Spiritual power, man. You see, when the posh got the spiritual power, I see them strapping in the door.
In those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you.
That's right. Oh, right. We see that happening now. Okay. What's up, please? You know what I'm saying? Enough people that see that work with, right? That, say, oh, see you there. Oh, it's not about it. You know what I mean? But that's what's going to happen. It's going to be more noise the product. Guess what? We're not ashamed of the gospel. You brothers shouldn't be ashamed of the gospel.
Sure.
Certain people, they're ashamed of this gospel. And if you're ashamed of your house shot, he's going to be ashamed of you.
That's right.
Let's get the last scripture. Go ahead.
This is Joshua 24 verse 15. If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve.
Right.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood.
And their beliefs are stupid.
Ça, c'est à toi.
All right? They're the ones that should be ashamed. When you really look at their beliefs, it's like it's just dumb. It's silly. Right? So why would you feel anything? Like come on, bro. Oh, I believe in the universe. Right? It's manifest. No, you gotta. If you want something, you gotta manifest it and write it down. Right. So my question to them is, why are you still in an apartment? You didn't draw a house yet? You didn't draw a mansion? You know what I mean? You didn't draw a Mercedes? All you gotta do is try.
Yeah.
My aunt used to push that madness. I was even back there looking at her like, she's a bugger. This chick is a fucking bugger. Right? She's sick. You're sick. Oh yeah, who's
Yeah. Or the gods of the Amorites.
They said honor your mother and your father. You know what I mean? They didn't give no other, you know what I mean? Your grandparents are like your fathers and your mothers down the line. Okay? Everyone else is the same. Don't mean you gotta be, I'm just, I'm being honest, bro. What?
Or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
As for me and my house, we will serve who? Salaki.
As for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's right.
That's who we'll serve. We ain't calling him no other name. Oh, well, there's multiple names. Oh, you serve Jah? Yeah, you can tell that's the circle.
No, yeah.
He was trying to find a way for us to leave
Oh,
the doctor.
yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah, what about this? What about that? Oh, shit, John. He was hoping that the demon just wanted it to go whatever. The demon would have felt right if he would have accepted something.
This is Romans 1.
Yeah, he was all messed up in the spirit too, because he was going on there, going behind this brother. Stay still, man. I tell you, don't bring the smoke. No, come back. It's like, yo, bro. You know? The other guy, he came up and he was going to lunch at 6 p.m. So this gospel's messing these people up.
This is Romans 1 and 16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Hamashiach, for it is the power
What's that smell? Bacon or what?
of Yahweh unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first and also to the Greek.
Yeah, to do it. So the Jew and the Greek is speaking about what? Speaking about the Israelites, both sides, man.
That's right.
And some that are following, that are Hellenized. That's why you got a Hellenization period. Man. Go look that up, and then you'll find out why the Lord said why he said Greeks. Okay? Go ahead, like Paul said Greeks. Go ahead. No, it's okay. It's okay. Go to the next one. That's it. What you got?
2 Timothy 2 and 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, with eternal glory. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him.
That's it.
If we
That's
did
how
not,
we're going through what we're going through now. That's part of drinking that cup.
That's right.
Okay, so that what? You can get that glory. Right?
if we deny him, he will also deny us. If we believe not, yet he abide faithful. He cannot deny himself.
Right. Like that, he had that one cat that pulled up. He was asking us those questions, and then it's like he didn't want the people in the car to hear. All right. But he said, wait a minute. What I should have told him was, you don't be ashamed of Yahweh Shai. People come in this, you can't be ashamed of the Lord. All right. The Lord is going to reject you if you want. You understand? What?
2 Chronicles 15 and 12. And they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord power
And I'll find this.
of their fathers with all their heart and with all their soul, that whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
That's it. Well, guess what? That's going to happen now that they're going to be judged. When we read Ezekiel 9 and 4. Anyone that doesn't have that mark of exemption, they're done. Okay? Point blank period. So with that, we're going to give praises, all praises going on.
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
The ones the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you brothers out there pushing this word out. The truth is sincerity around the four corners of the globe. All right? Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Elohayna, Yahweh, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Elohayna, Yahweh, Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Elohayna, Yahweh, above.
Above.
All right?
Soon.
You gotta remember those